Hello, I'm Ivo, and welcome back to Insurance Talk that actually matters. Today, I'm breaking down real business insurance mistakes that could cost you everything and how to avoid them. Running a business is already hard enough, but imagine doing everything right, growing your revenue, hiring a team, landing big clients, only to lose it all because of a simple insurance mistake. That happens every single day. First mistake is relying only on general liability policy. I have general liability, I'm covered, right? Not always general liability covers things like third-party body injury or property damage, but it will not cover employee injuries that is covered with workers' compensation policy, professional mistake that is covered with errors and omissions or a professional liability policy, cyber attacks or lost income from business interruption, etc. For example, one client had a leak in their building that shuts down operation for a week. General liability? No help. They did not have business interruption coverage, and they needed to cover that from their own pocket. The second mistake that you can make is not updating your policy as you grow. You started small, maybe just you and a laptop. Now you have a team, equipment, inventory, but your policy is still the same because it's cheaper. That is a massive risk and can cost you a lot. If you have added more employees, new locations, more vehicles, bigger revenue, your policy needs to reflect that. For example, a contractor adds subcontractors but never told his insurance carrier, why pay extra when you don't have to? When an injury happened, the claim was denied because they never disclosed labor changes. Third mistake is when you ignore cyber liability coverage with the thought, I'm just a small business, I won't get hacked. Yes, you will. 60% of small businesses are hit by a cyber attack and go out of business within 6 months, and your general liability won't cover it. Cyber insurance covers data breaches, ransomware attacks, customer notification costs, and business interruptions due to a hack attack. So if you store any customer data, even emails or payment info, you need to have this protection. The fourth mistake is getting the cheapest policy, not the right policy. We all want to save money, but cheaper does not mean smart. Low-cost policy often have low limits, high deductibles, exclusions that quietly strip away coverage. You might save few hundreds now and lose tens of thousands later. Tip for a cheap policy: ask your broker why one policy is cheaper than the other. Is it the coverage limits, exclusions, a bad reputation? You deserve to know. The fifth mistake is the most common one: not reading the fine print of the policy. We all know that the policies are long, boring, full of legal terms. But buried in that fine print are exclusions that remove coverage you assume you have, definitions that affects what a claim even is in that policy, and maybe the most important one is conditions you must follow to keep your coverage valid. I can give you examples. One business lost coverage because they did not report change in operation. That cost? Page 22, paragraph 3. Or you have coverage on file, but the conditions are not followed. One business had a fire, but the claim was denied because fire alarm hadn't been maintained for over a year. The policy required it to stay active, a small detail that cost them everything. You have worked too hard to build your business. Do not let it fall apart over something that is 100% avoidable. Review your policy at least once a year. Ask questions. Work with an insurance professional who understands your industry. With APS, This is exactly what you will receive. A dedicated person that looks after your interests. Because in business, what you don't know can cost you everything.
Agile Pro Solutions, a gold mine of talent.